I saw this meme the other day of this woman chasing down the driveway after her husband who was driving away because he forgot his wallet. She ends up falling down the driveway. The husband is shocked. He jumps out of the car, forgets to put the car in park. The car starts rolling down the hill. The son jumps out of the car. The dog is running after the car. The video was titled How to Work Full-Time, Prepping for Thanksgiving, and How to Get Ready for Christmas. And I can so relate to this. The American Heart Association actually did a survey last year, and they said that people find the holiday season more stressful than tax season. And people overlook their health, and it just contributes to chronic stress. This is a very stressful time for people. So today I'm sharing 10 ways that I'm simplifying Christmas this year. This was actually a video idea from one of you guys. I thought it was great because I'm doing a few things to make Christmas a little bit easier this year. And don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. It is my favorite thing ever. I'm gonna make sure that the tips I give you, you're still gonna have an amazing holiday. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I think these tips could be helpful for anyone looking to simplify this particular time. So let's start with the decorations. I think this is probably the first thing that most people do when it comes around to Christmas. And so let me tell you what I'm doing to simplify this year, and I've already done it. So I'll just kind of walk you through it. I have a lot of Christmas decorations, and in the past, I've gone a little crazy and I decorate the whole house. I do the kitchen, the bathrooms, the kids' rooms, not in some sort of over-the-top way, but I just have decorations that go into all of these rooms. Not this year. This year, I am focusing on the living room, and I am focused on the tree and the mantle. That is where I'm gonna put all of my Christmas decorations. We've already got our tree. We went and got a tree a couple of weeks ago, before Thanksgiving even, but we put our tree up. We ended up decorating the tree over the course of a week, just doing a little bit at a time, and it was done by Thanksgiving. I also did the mantle, got some lights up there and some stockings. I put a wreath on the front door, and really that's it. I'm not gonna be doing everything that I've done in past years. I sometimes will do garlands over the doorways. I will do garland and lights up on the banister and the stairs going up to our house. I will decorate the bathrooms. I have lots of Christmas towels and things like that. I'm just not doing it this year. I feel like we have less time this year in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And when things are so condensed, it's just a lot of extra effort. And I'm telling you, even if you simplify your decorations and kind of keep them a little bit more contained, you're still gonna love it, and it's gonna be an amazing Christmas. My second tip around, still with the decorations, and I've been doing this for decades, and if you're not doing this tip, try it because you're going to think it's a game changer. When I put my Christmas decorations out, I take everything, my normal decor that's there already, and I put that away. So if I have a table and it has a vase, some coffee table books, whatever decorations are on that table, I put them in the Christmas box, and then I put the Christmas things on that table. So I essentially replace my regular decor with the Christmas stuff. By doing this, it makes it so that I never feel like I'm suffocating with clutter. I actually, of all the clutter, you know I don't like clutter, but of all clutter, Christmas clutter is my favorite, and I can deal with it. But when you combine the Christmas stuff with the everyday stuff, it just becomes way too overwhelming for me. So I just temporarily replace it. My next tip is one that I've been doing for maybe about 10 years, I would say. And if you're not doing this, and if you think that you don't need it, let me just try to convince you otherwise. Get yourself an ornament storage box. I will put one on the screen. This is very similar to the one that I have. I am telling you, this is going to change your world. I thought that these were very unnecessary. I thought that it was clutter and useless. I was very wrong. These are awesome. You simply unzip them. They're fabric. They're very lightweight. You put all your ornaments in them. No more wrapping each ornament individually. Plus, this protects them. You don't have to worry about them breaking, which when I used to put it in these plastic bins and I used to wrap each one, they used to break every year. And it makes your Christmas cleanup 100 times easier. I used to dread the Christmas cleanup and individually wrapping each ornament, blah, blah, blah. Don't do it anymore. Get this box. You will love it. Okay, so let's talk food, because I do think food, huge source of stress, right? You need to feed everybody. Maybe you're even just going to someone's house, and that could be stressful to bring a dish. So one of the things that I've been doing for a long time, and I really like to do this, and I think you can do this as well if you're not already, is make ahead dishes. These are dishes that you can make the night before, the day before, a few days before in some cases. This will save your life if you're hosting, and if you need to go bring a dish to somebody, you can also try this. I will link some recipes below for some Christmas side dishes and some Christmas dishes. A couple of things that we make. Every year I do this Christmas casserole. I make it the night before. It has eggs in it. Put it in the fridge, and then on Christmas morning, stick it in the oven and bake it, and it's ready for a very festive Christmas breakfast, but I don't have to do anything. I literally just stick it in the oven. I also do these make-ahead mashed potatoes, which you probably are thinking that sounds so weird, but it's delicious. Everybody raves about them. I have a make-ahead stuffing that I do. You could do a make-ahead macaroni and cheese. There's so many things that you can do. And what I'm going to tell you is if you have a recipe that you make and you want to see if there's a make-ahead version of it, just type in the recipe name in Google and then type in make-ahead, and it will pull up all the recipes that you can use to make the dish ahead. It's going to save you so much time. If you enjoy content that helps you simplify your life, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It's free for you guys and helps me out a ton. My next tip, a lot of us think on the holidays that we need to go all out and have these big spreads, and you can do that, and I think that's great. But I would challenge you to think about where are the areas where maybe you can trim back. Where can you kind of cut down in having these big spreads, and maybe think about finger foods and appetizers. We started doing this on Christmas Eve many years ago. It is so much more fun. We just have little finger foods and appetizers. People love eating them. It's a lot less stressful. It's easier. Some years we've even gotten pizza for Christmas Eve, which the kids love that. And I love pizza too, let's be honest. Another thing I'm going to say with food, don't be turned off by getting prepared food from the grocery store. I like to cut my own veggies and do my own cheese things, but you know what? Sometimes maybe there's not time. Don't feel bad. If you can do it and you can afford it, go ahead and get the prepared foods. And a lot of grocery stores now will actually sell you prepared foods, side dishes and things like that that you can pick up. But you know what else is good? You could even do catering from places like Chipotle, Moby Dick's, different Greek restaurants. These are kind of like fast casual or something like that. Those places generally have pretty affordable catering, I have found, and we've used them for a lot of parties and holidays, and it really takes the pressure off. Okay, now on to the gifts, which I also think are a big source of stress, and I'm just going to talk about Santa gifts. There have been several years where Santa has just brought too many gifts to our kids. It's just a lot, and I feel that when the kids sometimes get too many gifts, they don't appreciate the gifts as much. This is what I've noticed. I have some intel this year that our Santa is going to be simplifying this year, and he's going to be focused on quality over quantity, which I think is amazing. I am very happy that he's doing this, and I think that it's probably going to result in the kids just getting a handful of gifts, maybe 3, possibly 4 gifts. I think maybe they'll be getting a bigger gift and then a couple other smaller things, but just a fewer gifts that they can really appreciate and really enjoy, rather than lots of gifts and things that are just frankly overwhelming. So this next tip kind of saves me each year, and it really helps me to keep things organized. But I'm going to tell you, it's to make a list of people and gifts that you want to buy for them, and then write down when you have purchased those gifts. That is the key. If you can believe it, somehow in past years, and kind of even this year, even though I've been writing things down, I will have things show up at the house. I have no idea who they're for. I've forgotten that I've bought them. I need to write it down, and I need to keep track. I need to remember the purchases I've made, remember what's coming when, so that I can just methodically check each person off and know what I've gotten them. I started a list in November this year, and I've still got that original list going. A big problem I've had in the past, and let me know if you've had this problem as well, I sometimes will wrap a gift, and then I will forget who it's for, and I will even forget what it is. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have a good solution for this. Instead of getting everybody all different gifts and all different things, get them the same gift. Say you have a few nieces and nephews. Get them all pajamas. It's going to make it so much easier. And you can take advantage of free shipping if you're ordering them online in a lot of cases. Get them all movie tickets. Whatever it is, get them the same thing, because not only does it keep it easier, you're buying everything at once and it's an easy choice, Then you can also keep track of things as you're wrapping them and as you're gifting them. And don't be afraid to give gift cards. I know that a lot of people say that this is impersonal and they want to give a gift and something to remember. I just think a lot of times maybe we don't know what the other person wants, and maybe they've got their eye on something and your gift card could really help them. Okay, and then I just have a general simplification tip, and this is about traditions. I think that tradition is what really makes this time of year feel special. Doing things each year and having this tradition to look forward to is just something that I feel everybody loves. And I'm going to share some of the simple traditions we do. None of them cost money, or if they do, it's a very small amount. And they just really make the season feel amazing. Of course, one of them is getting our tree. We always get a real tree and decorating it. I think the decorating is the key. My kids love to decorate. It's just so much fun to put the ornaments on. And if you've got kids and your kids are decorating, just try to let go. Try to let them decorate the tree. This year, I did a fraction of the work. My kids did a lot of it, and the tree looks amazing. Another tradition that we have, and I just love this one as well, we make Christmas cookies throughout December. We will just do it on a random Saturday, maybe a couple of Saturdays, and my daughter and I, sometimes my sons will participate as well, and we just go crazy and make some cookies. We listen to Christmas music while we do it. Speaking of Christmas music, another tradition that we have is for this entire month of December, we will listen to Christmas music in the car. So when we're driving to school, we're driving somewhere, we have Christmas music on. Maybe some of you guys will think it's overload and too much. I love it. It just makes the car ride feel so festive, and it's the best. Let me know in the comments below what traditions you have. I love hearing from you, and I would love to hear what you do in your home. Okay, guys, well, those are my 10 ideas on how to simplify Christmas. I think that my suggestions simplify the holiday a bit without taking away any of the fun. You're still going to have an amazing holiday season. You're still going to have a fantastic Christmas. Just make it a little easier on yourself and a little less stressful. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to link a playlist here. Click on it and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.